James Austin Johnson mocks Meghan Markle's as ever brand on SNL, calls it a scam? Here's what really happened behind the viral moment. It was a night like any other on Saturday Night Live, until James Austin Johnson grabbed the mic. With that signature deadpan delivery and a mischievous glint in his eye, he took a breath and delivered the opening monologue that would set social media ablaze. Meghan Markle's As Ever collection launched, sold out in minutes, which makes sense. Nothing screams scam with style, quite like convincing people to buy a $1,200 beige trench coat that looks like it was stolen from a 2013 Banana Republic clearance rack. The crowd erupted, Twitter imploded, and Meghan's fans? Let's just say not thrilled. But what's really going on behind this viral SNL moment? Is Meghan Markle's As Ever brand really just a trick to make her pricey line seem more exclusive than it is? Or is this just another classic case of royal bashing dressed up as comedy? Grab your tea and maybe a trench coat as we dive deep into the jokes, the drama, and the truth behind Meghan's sold-out fashion drop and James Austin Johnson's unexpected roast that sparked a pop culture frenzy. The joke that echoed across the internet. Let's be honest, James Austin Johnson didn't just toss a casual jab. He dropped a comedy grenade. From the moment he likened Meghan's sold-out collection to a planned scarcity scam, people were divided. Some laughed out loud, others gasped in horror, and a few rage-tweeted while sipping organic cucumber water. What made it sting or sparkle, depending on your side? It wasn't just the joke, it was the timing. Just hours before, Meghan's As Ever collection officially launched, a minimalist, neutral-toned, impossibly sleek capsule wardrobe that promised to redefine everyday luxury for the modern woman. And within minutes, it was gone. Sold out. Every single piece. Poof. Which, of course, raised some eyebrows. Was the sellout real, or really clever marketing? James seemed to have an answer. But was he onto something, or just fueling the flames of fashion paranoia? Let's rewind. What is As Ever anyway? For those blissfully unaware, As Ever is Meghan Markle's newest lifestyle and fashion venture. Think clean lines, soft earth tones, and a vibe that says, yes, I do yoga in a castle. The brand was quietly trademarked months ago, sparking rumors that Meghan was cooking up her own version of the Goop meets Severlane empire. And honestly, she didn't disappoint. When As Ever dropped, it came with a mysterious, minimalistic website, 0 influencer collaborations, a bold move in 2025, and prices that screamed, I no longer talk to my dad, and it shows. A pair of wide-leg linen pants? $875. A slightly too thin cotton cardigan? $560. A minimalist tote bag that looks like it could carry 2 lemons and a dream? $1,200. And yet, within minutes, it was all gone. Coincidence? Clever supply chain limitation? Or, dare we say, a masterclass in modern-day consumer manipulation? Scarcity or scam? The internet debates. Let's talk planned scarcity, shall we? It's the marketing trick that convinces us something's valuable simply because it's hard to get. Apple uses it. Supreme thrives on it. And now, allegedly, so does Meghan. James Austin Johnson's joke wasn't just about fashion, it was about hype culture. His monologue raised the question, did Meghan actually sell out, or did she release 5 units per style to fake buzz and drum up frenzy? Because let's be real, nothing makes us want something more than being told we can't have it. And when you attach a former royal to that product, boom, you've got fashion FOMO on steroids. Why the joke landed, and why it hurt? James isn't new to controversy, and SNL thrives on roasting celebrities. But this hit different, because Meghan Markle, for all her fame and fortune, is still navigating the post-royal world with a mix of glamour and vulnerability. She's launched podcasts, TV deals, and now fashion, all while constantly battling the press. So when a comedian like James, known for his razor-sharp satire, calls her brand a scam, it doesn't just feel like a joke. It feels like a critique of everything Meghan represents. Her wealth, her fame, her fight to stay relevant outside of the crown. Ouch. But also, wow, what a setup for public curiosity. The curious case of the vanishing cardigan. Want to hear something wild? Multiple Reddit users and TikTok detectives, yes, that's a thing now, tried to prove the sellout wasn't legit. Some swore they refreshed the site 30 seconds after launch, and everything was already sold out. Others claimed the site glitched, suggesting the inventory might have been minimal to begin with. And then came the bots. Tech-savvy fans noted that resale bots, automated programs used by resellers, could have scooped up the inventory within seconds. If that's the case, Meghan might be the victim, not the mastermind. Or did she use the bots herself? Cue the conspiracy boards. Is Meghan secretly a marketing genius? Let's play devil's advocate. What if Meghan Markle is simply outsmarting the system? By releasing a hyper-minimal collection at luxury prices, hyping it through scarcity, and then saying nothing, she's created buzz on top of buzz. And when people can't get the product, they want it even more. Sound familiar? That's the Beyoncé playbook. In that sense, James's joke might have accidentally validated Meghan's brilliance. Because in today's world, being mocked on SNL can launch you into even greater relevance. It's like getting roasted by Gordon Ramsay. Painful, yes, but also proof you've made it. But is the collection good? Okay, snark aside. Let's talk about the actual clothes. Reviewers say the materials are buttery soft, the silhouettes flattering, and the craftsmanship high-end. One fashion editor even called the trench coat the best thing I've put on since my divorce. Still, others question the sustainability claims, noting vague sourcing info and the lack of transparency about manufacturing. And the prices? Definitely not budget-friendly. But then again, that's the whole point of quiet luxury, right? You're not supposed to see the label. You're supposed to know. James Austin Johnson's history with Meghan. This wasn't James's first jab at Meghan either. In past SNL sketches, he's played a Trump meets Ken doll version of Meghan's critics, poking fun at how obsessed the media is with her every move. So this new scam comment might be less about as ever and more about the absurdity of us, the public, the press, and yes, even the fashion world, treating Meghan like a walking headline. Could it be that the joke was on us? What this says about celebrity culture in 2025. Meghan's fashion drop and James's joke both expose something deeper. We're obsessed with celebrity reinvention. We love a redemption arc. But we also love to hate when rich people do rich people things, like sell a plain beige top for the price of a round trip to Paris. The question isn't just whether Meghan scammed anyone. It's why we're so eager to believe she did. Do we want our celebrities to stay relatable, or do we secretly enjoy watching them fall? Actionable takeaways, yes, even from a celebrity fashion scandal. You might not be launching your own luxury line anytime soon, but there's a lot to learn here. 1. Perception is everything. If people think your product is scarce, they'll treat it like gold. 2. Don't underestimate a well-timed joke. Humor, especially from someone like James Austin Johnson, can shape public opinion faster than a press release. 3. Stay in control of your narrative. Meghan hasn't clapped back, and that silence might be her smartest move yet. 4. When in doubt, trench it out. Seriously, a good coat is always worth the drama. Absolutely. Let's keep this royal fashion comedy roller coaster going, because trust me, the tea is far from cold. Meghan's silence speaks volumes, and that's not by accident. Let's take a moment to appreciate the silence. Meghan Markle hasn't posted a single comment, tweet, or teary-eyed Instagram story about James Austin Johnson's jab. Not a peep from the As Ever brand account either. And you know what? That's probably the smartest move of all. Why? Because when you're selling a lifestyle that's all about calm luxury, effortless elegance, and living above the noise, the last thing you want is to jump into a messy back and forth with a comedian. That's like watching a queen argue with a jester. It ruins the mystique. Instead, Meghan's letting the buzz, watching the internet lose its collective mind, and possibly laughing in a $6,000 chaise lounge while sipping oat milk matcha. It's strategic. It's calculated. It's very on-brand. And the best part? Every click, comment, and conversation is free advertising for As Ever. Love her or loathe her, you can't deny, she knows how to keep people talking. Let's talk FOMO. Fear of Markle's outfits. There's another layer to this story that hits us where it really hurts. Our closets. The As Ever collection was designed to tap into that timeless aesthetic we all low-key crave. The trench coat that somehow makes you look like an off-duty Parisian model. The wrap top that says, "I'm a CEO and I make my own hummus." But with the collection sold out in minutes, it triggered a wave of panic for shoppers who missed out. Wait, was that the perfect beige blouse? Will I never get it again? Enter the resale market. Within hours, pieces from the launch were popping up on resale sites for double, even triple the original price. A $780 blouse? Going for $2,400 on Poshmark. A linen jumpsuit? Flipped on the RealReal for $1,900. And that, friends, is when you know a brand has reached cult status. Or that the bots have won again. Either way, James Austen's joke didn't slow demand. It arguably fueled it. When fashion, fame, and funny collide. So here we are, at the intersection of fashion marketing, celebrity culture, and viral comedy. It's tempting to pick sides. Team Meghan. Team James. Team, I just want affordable pants that don't fall apart in the wash. But maybe this moment isn't about choosing sides. Maybe it's about realizing just how powerful storytelling is, especially when wrapped in cashmere and sarcasm. Because Meghan isn't just selling clothes. She's selling a feeling. The feeling that you too can embody quiet luxury. That you can glow with serenity and purpose, all while dodging paparazzi and passive-aggressive comedy skits. And James? He's not just cracking jokes. He's holding up a mirror, one that reflects how weird, hilarious, and kinda wonderful it is that we care this much about trench coats and trademarks. What we can learn from this deliciously chaotic moment. If you've made it this far, and I know you have because this saga is addictive, here's what we can take away from the James-Meghan fashion clash.